What's up, Bobby Cardi? What's up, Jacob? You're first on Twitch, but YouTube got you beat today. What's up, Nick? I was wanting to stream all day today, but then I never went live. I don't know. I just didn't really have the motivation. I was enjoying a break. Just hanging out. I mean, I've been grinding so hard the last few months, so I feel like I've kind of earned a break.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut, blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung, blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment, ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergie Deckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken.
Wash my hands. I feel a little
Sie
sick.
seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen
Speedrun,
Morgen treffen Schiffe.
blanket ready.
Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Splits. At live. Let's do it.
Alarm! Entertruppen unterwegs. An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
German. I thought my game was just glitching out. Is that what they're speaking? Wonder what was going on with that.
Dies ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
It's kind of hard to believe I finally got the record, isn't it? Feels weird grinding now. Like a weight has been lifted. I still want to get the a time with armory included. So I'm not quite done grinding just yet, but I don't feel nearly as much pressure right now. I don't know. Maybe I should just keep the axe to the grinder and keep on grinding. I've made it to High Charity on a really good armory run. I was throwing them in at random before, and sometimes I would get a decent one. The new world record's insane, thank you. Took me a really long time to do it. I was beginning to think that I could never. I grinded it just about every day for a year. Not like all day every day. It was probably on average between like 4 and 6 hours most days, and on long days it was like 8 to 10 hours. But I played almost every single day for a whole year.
Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energie.
I have a modded OG Xbox. I don't really use it very often though. But I do have one.
Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf.
One of my friends and people from Twitch chat sent it to me.
Oder versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson.
Yeah, OG and Classic are the same category.
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht.
All of the glitches and tricks are exactly the same. Technically, the OG loads slightly slower, but it's like, it's not a big enough difference to make an entire new category. If you wanted to, I guess you could like try to like track it and make it competitive if you really cared to, but I think the 360 is just the better way to play it. It's the same game. It's like you're playing the exact same CD. It's the same disc. So I think playing it on the fastest version just makes sense.
Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei.
Yeah, some people still play the old Halos. We're still out here. For some reason. I don't know why, but we do it. Thank you, Chill Guy. What do you guys think of Nated? I've known him for a long time.
Alarm! Entertruppen unterwegs.
Hated them on Chico. He tried speedruns very briefly, but he didn't really get into them. He tried to do Halo 3 speedruns.
Ich weiß ja nicht, wer Reach geschmolzen hat, aber ihr doofen Viecher wart es bestimmt nicht.
Alright, slow.
Hey, wenn du mehr willst, jederzeit. Du weißt, wo du mich findest, Kumpel.
Es ist ziemlich gut versteckt. Das ist keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung. Hochtüren dicht machen.
My aim is not feeling very smooth right now. Why are you not dead?
Oh oh, die verlassen die Athen.
I think you've seen this on YouTube. Yeah, this is
Cortana,
pre-recorded. You've already seen it.
Flug kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Na los jetzt! Ist eure Waffe oder eine Tasche?
No way, dude. I got the shot off too. Dang. Going back the train ride. I can't even play it, Tantonic. I'm looking forward to breaking it. I gotta find a way to play it. I'm not buying an Xbox, whatever they're called. I literally don't know what the modern Xboxes are called, but I don't have one. And my PC doesn't have a good enough graphics card in it to play modern games, so I probably won't be able to play it.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist
Yeah,
der
I'm
Mark
definitely
6.
not buying a new
Kam heute Morgen
Xbox. I know
frisch von
that.
Sonnenam rein. Ganz
Um,
cool bleiben, bis sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben.
And a new graphics card is way too expensive for me right now. I just can't afford it.
Bitte. Gut, blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab.
Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S are the most recent consoles. Alright, that's a tongue twister. I'm glad they named their consoles that. Thank you so much, Microsoft. Literally sounds like a fucking seashells bullshit.
Wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergiedeckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange.
I don't even have a 20 series, Sinclair. I'm still running a 10 series.
Wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen. Und die neue...
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken.
I don't know, you say that, Tantonic, but I'm playing Halo 2 Classic.
Sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen.
I bet you would call Halo 2 Classic unplayable with the lag that you get.
Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter.
Yeah, consoles were like super in...
Wenn die Athen
Everybody wanted them during the pandemic because obviously they were a hot ticket item when you're at home all day. So yeah, consoles were... I think Switches were like selling out
Den
too.
ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Alarm! Entertruppen unterwegs. An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
Brother, you should be happy and only happy. There are not enough people playing Halo. The community's dead. There's like 10 of us. anybody playing Halo is good.
Richtig mit mir an, dann bekommst du es mit dem Chief zu tun.
Hochtüren dicht machen.
The bigger the community, the more creative maps you're gonna get, the more fun game types, the more fun art, the more fun like screenshots and videos and mini games and just like fan stuff. If you don't have like a big population, none of that stuff exists, and then the game feels lifeless and stale. So you absolutely need a big population. I don't know why 343 doesn't understand this and keeps like fumbling the ball and then like fixing the game years later after everyone's gone. If the game doesn't work when it comes out, like, people aren't gonna give it a second chance like years down the line. They've forgotten about it. No.
Oh oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Na los jetzt! Ist das eine Waffe oder eine Tasche?
I can survive.
Na los, Chief, hier lang.
I will survive.
Ich war fast an Bord, als die auftauchten.
Keine Sorge.
First I was afraid, I was petrified. I won't lay down and die. We'll survive.
Erste Echelon zu mir. Nehmt euch die Kreuzer vor. Schaltet sie nacheinander aus. Zweite Echelon,
Der Chief
kümmert
muss
euch um
mir
die
aber helfen,
Träger.
an den Zündkapseln einzigen Schiffe sind in der
Kriegen Sie die Bombe.
10 Kreuzer,
Im
2
Lauf.
Sturmträger.
Cortana,
Malta, wie ist
Ziele
Ihr
aussuchen
Status?
und
Wird's
Feuer
laut?
frei. Die Träger brechen los. Ziehen Sie zurück. Wir haben gewonnen. Cortana, konzentriertes Feuer auf den ersten Träger. Admiral, knöpfen Sie sich den zweiten vor. Formiert euch. Folgt mir.
Der erste Träger ignoriert uns völlig, Sir. Er hat das Trümmerfeld der Malta in Richtung Erde durchbrochen. Übrigens, die Bombe wird von einem ganzen Haufen Eliten bewacht. Sie werden sich etwas ausdenken müssen.
Isn't that really not sticky? In what world? Just fell off your gun? That's crazy. That's just crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. He's cheating. It's unfair. It's crazy. Hold on. I'm gonna take off my pants. Comfortable? Give me a minute. Alright, sweatpants acquired. That almost felt like a new level record. No, it wasn't. You should watch the level record. That was going to be about 39 seconds slower than the world record. Kind of crazy to think about, but yeah. The world record was already done with the level by the time I was entering the elevator at the very end. You can find playlists of my easy and my legendary records on my YouTube. I guess I can make commands for the playlists of them. Playlists. Exclamation mark add. Let's see, is exclamation mark records. Control B. My easy records. Legendary records. Colon. Wait. Copy link. Right there. Link. Right there. Did that work? Do those links work, or those are YouTube Studio links, aren't they? No, those links work, right? Yeah, Sinclair. Gary, shut up. You're not gonna get the attention you want here. Don't. What's the point of what you're doing? What are you doing?
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper.
A non-endorsed Halo 2 stream? What does that mean? Non-endorsed, as in I didn't invite them? Is that what you mean?
Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal.
No, I mean he's on a brand new account trying to be weird. I don't know. There's a few people who do this in the Halo speedrunning community. They like make dozens of accounts and just like try to like rage bait streamers or like say weird shit to get attention. I don't know. It's really weird. There's like a couple handfuls of them. Speedrunning attracts a weird audience.
Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
What's up, Zach?
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei. Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
I don't know if it's an acquired taste. It used to be very popular. It's just past its prime. Once upon a time, it was very popular, but things don't stay popular forever. So, I don't know. I think Halo had its heyday. It was a good game. It had a great community. I had a lot of fun. And now the community will probably never be as big as it ever was. I think it's just never going to be like as successful as it used to be. I think that's just kind of a fact of life. Sometimes things are past their prime. Halo 7's gonna bring it back. I mean, that's not to say the new Halos are all gonna be bad. I'm not trying to shit on them in the future of the franchise or anything. But, like, video games were so different when Halo 3 was the popular game. You guys are in Halo 2. Halo 1, 2, and 3 were so groundbreaking. Like, consoles were still relatively new for 3D. So we had just gotten the PlayStation 1, which had, like, some 3D aspects, but not really. And then the N64 and the PlayStation 2 come out back to back, and now we've got 3D games. And then the latest to join the market in the 3D revolution of this generation was the Xbox. So PlayStation was on the market, N64 was on the market, and then Xbox comes out, and it's now, for a little while, it's the best, it's the most powerful console. And not only that, but it has internet capabilities, this new Xbox Live feature where you can now talk to your friends on a mic on the internet. Like, we weren't, like, Discord and Skype didn't exist yet. We weren't talking with our buds on the internet. We were talking on the phone, the real life phone. And we couldn't use the phone past certain hours or else our parents would get mad at us. And we didn't have unlimited minutes on cell phones. We couldn't just use our cell phone all night. So, like, this was like groundbreaking. These social features on a game where you could talk to people on a mic on the internet. And to do all of that on a console, you didn't need a PC anymore. Like, all of that, and then, so, like, just think about all those features being groundbreaking and exciting, and then Halo is the popular game that is popularizing all of these features. So everyone in the world that owns an Xbox is playing Halo, because that's, like, they're there for the cool new features. So, like, Halo is just the game. It was like when, you guys remember when Pokemon Go was popular, and there was, like, that one week where everyone was, like, walking around, like, high-fiving each other, saying, like, Go Team Yellow and shit? It was like that for a little while. Like, Halo was the game that everyone knew about. Like Fortnite. It for a little while, like, everyone knew about Fortnite. But for a little while, everyone knew about Halo. And I just don't think we're ever going to be back in that period, because, like, the stuff that made Halo popular was the console that revolutionized Xbox Live and all the multiplayer social features, and, like, it was like the perfect storm of so many things. So, like, to expect Halo to ever come back to that heyday without some extra oomph would be, like, a lot to expect. And now the extra oomph could be the fact that it has a fan base that's so dedicated, but they also need a successful game. Like, the game has to actually fucking work. They can't, like, just ride on the success of the franchise without the game functioning.
Cairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen. Dieses MAB-Geschütz durchschlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nichts heil an diesem Kampfverband vorbei.
Fortnite just broke their player record? That's kind of surprising. That's pretty cool.
Aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs. Alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen.
Daimler.
Hochführen dich mal. Waffenschränke öffnen.
No, man. I just want to get a good armory run, man. I know it's tedious to watch me play this first level over and over again, but I want to. Yo, what up, Snernicus? Did you win your Tetris Battleship bingo? You did? Congrats. Snernicus was playing, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Speedrun Bingo, but basically you make a bingo card of a bunch of challenges, and each square is a challenge. Like in Halo we could use examples like beat 5 random levels, and you could save and quit after each one you beat, or collect the scarab gun, or do a super bounce, or do a triple bounce, or whatever you want. Like just think of random challenges that like a speedrunner you could challenge them to do, and then you randomize them on a bingo board. But sometimes whenever you do that, it's like, it's too simple to just do like 5 in a row. So you mix it up and you do blackout or you do 4 corners, but then that gets boring because there's always certain like challenges that are easier or harder, it's hard to balance. So they're playing Donkey Kong 64 and they're doing this, but instead of just simple bingo, they've also turned it into bingo battleships. So instead of doing an entire row, you choose a Tetris shape at the start of the game, and that's your battleship. And then you complete challenges and you try to sink other people's battleships by completing challenges on the bingo board. It seemed pretty interesting. It was and they were doing a 3-person race where all 3 of them were trying to sink each other's battleships in a bingo race.
Also halten Sie sich zurück. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
And Znern, I don't think it would. Too much loading time for like saving and quitting. But I don't know, there are it would be better, not necessarily for speedruns, but I think for glitches plus speedruns it could work. Like Easter eggs, glitches, skulls, and speedruns, like you combine a bunch of that stuff and maybe you could make it work. But you could target enemy types, like people do things like hunter percent where you kill all the hunters in the game. So you could have like kill 10 hunters or whatever. You could have collect a few skulls, find a few Easter eggs like some of the text in the game like Rex or IOHBOY or something like that. And I think you could make a bingo system.
Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
Yeah, Runner Guy was always a big bingo guy. I think Runner Guy made the first SRL bingo, didn't he? Maybe not. Maybe I'm misremembering. But I know he was always involved in the early SRL bingos. I always liked watching those races back in the SRL days. I can't remember how active you were super early on, but Ocarina of Time was like the biggest game on SRL, and so like if you were active in the IRC channel, people were always racing it, and the top streamers were always either Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time streamers, like Runner Guy and Narcissa and ZFG. So it was always cool to watch those races. They were always doing fun stuff.
Keine Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
Runner Guy used to do like drunk Fridays with Brittany. Those streams were always pretty funny. And like he would get like drunker than her, I think, and she would like try to like beat him while he was hammered and she was sober. Runner Guy is a legend. That dude, he did a blindfolded OOT dude, and that was crazy watching him like swing his stick just like blindly through all of OOT and just like grind it like out blindfolded. I know Bubzia does similar stuff, and I think he's even going to be doing it at GDQ this year. But Bubzia has like built a system, and he's made it like way more like speedrun friendly. When Runner Guy was doing it, he was mostly just like bumbling around in the dark. One of my favorite Runner Guy memories is when I was first joining SRL, they were doing IRL races, like real life stuff, and they would do things like 20 push-ups race. Well, I guess this wasn't even an IRL race. This was an actual Majora's Mask race. He was finishing like a Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask race, but his internet at his house cut out, or at his on-campus apartment, so he had to sprint across campus and run to the library to type .done on the library computers when he signed into the IRC. So he lost like 5 minutes on the split for the race, but he like sprinted, and because he's a runner, he like really ran. He like sprinted. He like sprinted a mile down campus to finish his race. He always runs at GDQs. He always tells people, anybody that wants to run, come running with my running group. I'm dead. Wait. How did I just live? This is insane. That was the craziest outside section I've ever done. What just happened there? I didn't get shot at all. Just waltzed on through. Am I cheating?
Die Träger brechen durch, Sir. Sie nehmen Kurs auf Kairo. Cortana, konzentriertes Feuer auf den ersten Träger. Admiral, knöpfen Sie sich den zweiten vor. Formiert euch, folgt mir.
Yeah, nothing in that space section was normal. So I lunged through that first elite. Normally I kill those first two space elites, but I lunged through them and then they both pushed forward and didn't turn around and shoot at me. Normally I would jump up on the shipping container and then like sword fly over the top, but because those guys behind me were gonna shoot at me if I did that, I had to just push forward. So that elite was in a weird position. So yeah, nothing about that area was as it normally goes. Glad you're dual wielding needles. If he had any other weapon, I was dead there.
Die Sache ist dringend, Chief.
Handicap mode in Halo 2 Classic is a very weird thing. It's double handicap. I think it would be fine if it was a single handicap, but it makes your shields less and your damage output weaker. So people deal more damage to you, and you deal less damage to them. So it's like twofold, which really is kind of too much. So even like a minor handicap is kind of a lot. And then if you try like a major handicap, you're basically just one shot. But handicap is a really funny idea because I used to play my friends, and I was a no-life Halo 2 player who had owned the game, and so when my friends came over, I would turn on the handicap. It was a feature I actually did use, which is kind of funny. And I would like 1v1 and talk shit and tell them like, oh yeah, I'll up the handicap and I'll still beat you. That was a pretty fun thing.
Sergeant, ich brauch Sie auf dem Vogel.
Oh ja, die Gelegenheit.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
Die meisten Allianztruppen sind direkt unter dem Träger. Die wollen bestimmt nicht, dass sie an Bord kommen.
The handicap is also useful for a couple niche Halo 2 multiplayer glitches like vehicle launching. There's a community of people who like to launch the vehicles on top of like all the buildings on Headlong and stuff. But getting a Banshee up there, for example, is really difficult because the Banshee blows up if you throw grenades under it. It's like the weakest vehicle in the game. And if you try to fly it to the top of the map, there's barriers that prevent you. So how would you get a Banshee to the top of the world? Well, if you turn on your handicap, you deal less damage. So you can slam into it with a Wraith, and it won't explode all the time, and you can launch it to the top of the map that way.
Die haben uns hier wohl nicht erwartet. Keine Menschen. Nicht auf der Erde. Verrückt, ich weiß. Das erklärt aber, warum die mit so einer kleinen Flotte kommen.
And also, oh, this is a really cool strategy that the handicap allowed. I forgot about this one. On Zanzibar, people would use this in multiplayer, like in matchmaking. Also on burial mounds. So people found spots on the beach on Zanzibar where if it's a bomb game type, you spawn on the beach, you have to take the bomb into the base, arm the bomb, and then win. One of the things you could do was take the bomb out to the beach and crouch next to this rock. A person would get in the Warthog and turn on their handicap. It'll make them deal less damage so that when they run you over with the Warthog, it doesn't betray your teammate. So then they'll slam into you when you're next to this rock and it'll send you flying. You'll fly all the way over the map, land right in the base, and if the other team leaves to go grab weapons at the start of the level, you can arm it before they get back. People actually did this in matchmaking back in the day. There was another one on burial mounds. This one was a little bit more cheeky. You could take the Warthog and do the similar strategy, turn on handicap and deal less damage to your teammate. And then you would, if you did it at the base where the beam rifle spawns, which is where the Warthog spawns, you could launch up above the map and you wouldn't have to do the super bounce. You could just get straight out of the map. This was before people really knew the super bounce as well. Like, people eventually figured out you could do it solo and you didn't need any teammates to do all this stuff, but if you wanted to take the bomb or the flag out of the map on burial mounds, you could slam into them with the Warthog and launch them up there, and then you could hide outside the map. And Halo 2 multiplayer had a setting that was infinite sudden death. If you were holding the flag, the game type would never end. It gave you, it assumed if you were holding the flag, it was sudden death, and it would let you, it kept 5 seconds on the clock, and it just stayed frozen at 5 seconds until you dropped the flag and moved away from it. So as long as you were contesting the flag, the game would literally never end. There was no time limit at all. So what you could do was, if you were losing, let's say the score is 2-0, and it's the last round of the game, it's impossible to win at this point. The best you could ever hope for is 2-1, right? What if you take the flag outside the map and then go to school for 8 hours and come back and hope the other team turned off their Xboxes? Easy win.
Hey, wenn du mehr willst.
This is my job. This is how I pay my bills. I said I don't have the money to buy a $2,000 graphics card right now. It doesn't mean I have no money. I have enough money to pay my bills thanks to the support of everybody in the Twitch and the YouTube chat. I don't think a girlfriend would save me money, though. I think most of the girls that I spend time with end up costing me money. Also, you say playing this game all day. I've played 47 minutes of this game today. Is that really all day? It's 9 p.m. It's dark outside. Like, I didn't go live until I experienced the full day. Like, time passes when the stream isn't live, and I'm allowed to do things, you know. I've already experienced a whole day on this earth, and now I'm streaming to wind down at the end of the night. Oh, come on.
In dem Gebäude sind ein paar Marines eingeschlossen, Chief. Konzentriert euch auf die Braves. Die sind am gefährlichsten.
Igor, I don't need to hear about every time you get banned somewhere else. You just want what's best for me. Thanks, Mom. What kind of random YouTube shit are you? I just want what's best for you. Brother, normal people work jobs longer than I play this game every day. I'm only gonna play for about 3 hours tonight. Most people work their jobs 8 hours a day. I don't understand what the problem is. I should have tried the faster ending there. I'm gonna start looking at that more.
Vorsichtig, Chief. Diese Elite war ein Ultra und diese Piloten sind auch nicht von Pappe.
No, I don't want to reload. Please die. Thank you.
Wir sind der Arm der Prophetengebiete und Sie sind das Schwert. Seid still und flink, dann schlagen wir diese Ketzerei ohne weiteres nieder. Der Sturm hat unseren Anflug getarnt. Ihr lokales Gefechtsnetz müsste auch durcheinander sein.
Why are the trolls out in full today? What is going on? Yo, Manjaro, thank you for the gifted. Good to see you. I don't want to restart yet. I'm gonna keep going. Yo, what up, Christian?
Kümmert euch ihn, Brüder. Ich verteidige das Orakel. Seine Wahrheit soll nie verstummen.
Die Ketzer mobilisieren ihre Luftstreitkräfte, Genießer. Ich schicke einen Phantom zu unterstützen.
Yeah, Mundra. I'm trying to get a time with armory included. When did I get the record? Like a week and a half ago? 2 weeks ago?
Räumt die Landezone und geht da rein.
Wir dürfen nicht aufgeben.
It's kind of hard to believe I finally got it, isn't it?
Was ist hier passiert?
Er verwendet eine Holodrohne. Er muss ganz nah sein. Komm raus, damit wir dich töten können.
Stellt euch auf. Einen Gebiet. Anführer.
Bleib. Die Flat greift uns an.
How did I just do that? Spawn. Hello? Oh my god. That's so bad. Why am I reloading? Please just blow up. Open. Oh, that's so bad. It's actually not as bad as I expected though. 135 is like... I was expecting like 145. I guess I got dialogue skip in quick early rounds and screwed up the end. Do I get my haircut in bulk? No, I get one cut at a time each day. One for each day of the year. I think it's more efficient that way. I just do like a grid system. I start at the back and I start with like A1 and I work my way around.
Los, Gebieter! Wenn die Verstärkung da ist, komme ich nach.
I still got it, Nolly. I still got it. If you want to support the stream, there should be a link in the description of the video. Also, you can do it directly through YouTube with the $sign icon at the bottom right of the Twitch or the YouTube chat. You can do what's called a super chat. Or you can donate your hair by sending it to me if you want to send me like a wig. Yo, what up, John 316? Nah, it's one dude. I don't know, it's kind of weird.
Hier ist noch.
37. Pretty good. Imagine if I didn't get a terrible start. Yo, a zoo raid. Where is this guy? Thank you for the raid. Did you do the bunker bump? Did little bro finally do the bunker bump? Oh, I'm so dead. How did I not camo there? Come on, man. I blame Zoo. I don't know how I screwed up my camo. Bunker did not get bumped. You still got more game to play? That non-stop.
Der Sturm erreicht uns. Wir können die Stellung nicht halten.
Bringt die Phantoms zur Mine. Wir gehen erst, wenn der Anführer der Ketzer tot ist.
That's not what I wanted. Has the game scared you at all? Oh, I'm scared.
Sucht den Anführer dieser Ketzer. Tötet ihn jetzt.
Krieger, zurück zur Landezone.
That's not my address, but nice try.
Die Station ab und scheucht die Ketzer aus dem Loch. Üben unsere Herren die Abführung. Halten Sie das Schwert bereit. Dem wird das Kabel kaum standhalten.
Number 533. That's specific. It is though? I mean, it's not. You can... I guess you could like try to SWAT it or something and see if my stream ends. I wouldn't recommend doing that though. I think that's usually a bad idea.
Das ist einer. Bei den Propheten. Die Station schlingert ja vielleicht.
You got some tricks up your sleeve. You're gonna be disappointed because I'm gonna be streaming until right about midnight, and then I'm gonna call it quits. So gotta get your tricks in quick.
Ein letztes Kabelgebieter.
What did I do to you to deserve you trying to find my address in the first place? It's very weird. just stream Halo, dude. Like, I don't understand. Why are you obsessed with me? It's weird. It's not normal behavior. Go outside. You're telling me you're worried about my safety. You're making accounts trying to find my address, like someone that you've never interacted with other than through Twitch chat. And you're trying to find my address. Like, what are you doing, little bro? What are you doing? That's like the most parasocial shit I've ever seen. You're like legit like the stalker dude. You're the meme. You already have it? You don't though. I mean, if it was my address, I would have deleted it. But I should probably delete it anyway since it's somebody else's address. But that's not my address. $533 seems like a fancy place. If you're up that high in an apartment building, you think I live in a fancy building? Brother, I'm broke. You gotta look for the shorter buildings. Ones that don't cost a lot of money. That's downtown Seattle, isn't it? I don't live in the fancy buildings. That's some random office. Yeah, it's definitely that's like a big building, right? I don't think there are very many like 5-story residentials that I know of. Like, I don't know. I mean, there certainly are, but it's like the fancy buildings, right? Am I crazy? Stop playing dumb. Dude, I don't know. Somebody Google Maps the address. Last time you tried this, like, assuming you're the same person who tried this before, you posted a random house, like, in, like, South Seattle, and you were sure that one was mine. And I looked it up on Google Maps, and there was, like, children's playground equipment in the front yard. You know I don't have a wife or kids. You gotta do a little bit more research than that. Oh, you're a new person trying to find my address. If it wasn't you last time, I don't know, but... Somebody's tried this before and they put like a random South Seattle address instead of a North Seattle address, but... Dude's trying to play GeoGuessr. Yeah, he's trying to dox me, but he's got the wrong address. Engaging is bad for the mind. Yeah, it is. I should just ban it, but... I don't have a free hand yet. Brother, I do not live at that address. I don't care if you spam that over and over again. That's not where I live. And also, like, I know where I live. It's not really a secret where I live. My friends know where I live. I don't... Like, what are you gonna do? I barely go outside. You're gonna wait outside for the weird hours that I leave? I don't know, it's... You can hear the fear in my voice. You gotta get your ears checked. You're gonna come in? Oh yeah. Come on in, buddy. What a fucking loser. Yeah, this guy's kind of weird.
Leichter gesagt als getan. Phantoms im Anmarsch, Chief.
I don't even know what I did to him. I like literally have no idea what I did to make him mad. He just like showed up and started trolling me. I'm pretty sure it's the same person who tried to dox me last time, who thought he had it before. I'm pretty sure I know who this is. It's one of two people. If it's not him, it's another like weirdo. But I don't know what I did to them. Like, other than like banning them from my Twitch chat. Like, I've never interacted with these people. I don't talk to them. I don't talk about them. I don't know anything about them. I just banned them from my Twitch chat.
Vorsicht, wir kommen zu einem weiteren Komplex.
Stop feeding the trolls. I don't mind chatting. I mean, it's kind of entertaining me. It doesn't bother me that much. If he had my address, that would be a little concerning. But I don't mind engaging the trolls every once in a while. It's not too bad. Sometimes you get to learn a little bit about them.
Gut. Immer noch nichts von der In-Amber Klett im Netz der Allianz. Komisch. Die Allianz weiß von unserer Landung, aber hält uns nicht für besonders gefährlich.
I'm gonna look up this building once the Tron's dead, though. We can do a poll of Twitch chat and see if they think I live there. Oh, okay. Well, the run's dead. I was out of rockets. All right, let's look up this address. Let's see where he thinks I live. North Lake. Ooh, fancy. What's here? This isn't even residential, is it? Is it? You guys can't see it. Hold on, let me switch screens here. Players. How do I get on Street View? Street View. Oh, it is residential. Yeah, those are apartments. What do you guys think? Oh, this is a fancy view. This is a nice view. How do I get this image? Where's paint? Didn't I have paint on here? What do you guys think? Do I live there? Is that my address? Do I live in those apartments? That's a nice view with Seattle in the background. It's not my address, though. It's kind of fancy. It's not super fancy. I don't really like these types of buildings. They all look the same. There's like a style that's like, they're quick and easy to build, I think. And so they're like all like that weird plastic outer, and they're all square. Like they're all so rectangular. I hate how they're just so blocky. But that's a great view of the city. You can see all the buildings in the back. I wish I lived there. I don't live there. Alright. You don't see where a lawnmower could be used. I think they're leaf blowers that you're hearing outside. But maybe they're lawnmower. I think they're both. There were trees outside. A guy trying to dox. He's not doing very good at it though. You know, that might be how he's trying to narrow it down though. He might just be choosing apartment complexes
So habe ich das eben
like that have trees in front. Every apartment complex in Seattle has trees in front of it. If you look in Seattle, has so many trees. That's one of my favorite things about Seattle is we have so many trees. Compared to like Texas where I grew up, it's so flat. There's so nothing. It's just like you can look out and you can just see nothing but like road and flatness and just urban or not. I mean, just like brown. Everything's just like flat and gross. But then you like look out here and you've got like the hills with the trees on them going up to the mountains behind them. It's pretty sweet. I've been in Seattle since when? I've lived here for like 10 years now. I am from Texas. I grew up in Texas. I lived there for 20 years or something. I went to school there. I graduated college from there. That's where I spent most of my years. But it'll balance out eventually, because I'm not going back. I'll be right back.
Als wir ihren Planeten vernichteten. Aber ich folgte ihr mit allen Schiffen, die ich hatte.
Als sie Halo das erste Mal sahen, waren sie geblendet von seiner Schönheit.
Geblendet?
Fasziniert? Sprachlos?
Nein.
Doch konnten die Menschen unseren Schiffen entgehen, landeten auf dem Heiligen Ring und entweihten ihn durch ihre Anwesenheit.
Edle Hierarchen. Sicher verstehen sie, dass durch den Angriff der Parasiten...
Ich bitte um Ruhe im Ratssaal!
Es war richtig, dass sie sich auf die Flotte konzentrierten. Aber dieser Dämon, dieser Master Chief...
Als ich entdeckte, was der Dämon vorhatte, es gab nichts, was ich tun konnte.
Edler Prophet der Wahrheit, das muss jetzt aufhören. Bringen Sie diesen Stümper zum Schweigen. Der Rat verlangt es.
Sie sind eines unserer wertvollsten Instrumente. Lange haben Sie Ihre Flotte ehrenhaft und vorbildlich geführt. Aber Ihre Unfähigkeit, Halo zu beschützen, war ein ungeheures Versagen.
Nein, es war Ketzerei.
Mein Feldzug gegen die Menschen geht weiter.
Nein, geht er nicht. Die große Reise wird bald beginnen. Wenn es soweit ist, wird das Gewicht ihrer Ketzerei ihre Füße lähmen. Und sie werden zurückgelassen.
Beinahe hätte sie versagt. Die Gelschicht hatte sich verflüssigt. Optik? Total hinüber. Ganz zu schweigen von der Energieversorgung. Wissen Sie eigentlich, was das alles kostet?
Sagen Sie das der Allianz.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut, blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. Blicken Sie auf das untere Licht, mein Junge.
Alright, 1 second. I'm eating. Almost ready. Alright. Let's do this. Can you hear me smacking? Sorry, I didn't think I was being loud. Was it coming through on the mic? I was trying to chew kind of fast. I wasn't meaning to be so uncouth. Oh, okay. I was kind of smacking. I didn't think I was like open mouth, like being loud, but I was munching kind of hard. Yo, Flip Halo, thank you for the prime.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnen.
Yeah, Japanese is the second fastest version, and it's easier to get than German. It's like super cheap and easy to find. So a lot of people are in Japanese.
In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht.
German's only 2 seconds faster, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet.
I don't know about Halo 3. I don't think it matters for Halo 3. They figured out it was a problem with this game, the way they programmed it, because of Xbox Live and stuff. So there is no online co-op for Halo 2. You can only play on the same Xbox. They were trying to actually make System Link co-op a thing, but they never got it working. And this is only a hunch, but I think it might have been because of the localizations. They never fixed the last minute bugs that were caused by desyncs. Because if, hypothetically, if I'm on the English version and you're on the German version, your game's gonna save 12 seconds over mine, and we're gonna end up desynced. So when the desync happens, you get disconnected and the game breaks. And it'll happen as soon as any dialogue happens. So it'll happen like almost immediately on most levels. So I think they never got like multiple languages working, and that's why we never got online multiplayer for Halo 2. But if you look in the System Link menu, it's there. Halo 2, like you can choose campaign in the drop down. It's supposed to be there. It's completely functional. It's just turned off in the menu and says sorry, you can't do it. But so Halo 3, when it came out, I think they fixed that problem, and I think all of them run at the exact same speed. It's no longer tied to the dialogue. It's tied to time, like the clock instead of the time it takes them to speak.
Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein.
Do you need separate discs for separate languages? You do. Or had to buy a German version. Actually, you own every version. There's French, English, German, Spanish, Italian, Chinese, Korean, and Japanese. And I own one of each. Because why not? Most of them are cheaper than you might think. Like, I got the Steelbook Japanese one for $15. That included shipping. I only spent 15 bucks on it. Like, I don't know. When they're that cheap, and I already have a few of them, I started thinking, well, why not just complete the collection? So first I got the ones that were useful for the speedrun. I got the Japanese one first because I thought that was the fastest when we first started learning about the language differences, we realized Japanese was really fast. We didn't know German was even faster yet. So like I bought the Japanese version and that was cool. And then we realized German was faster, so I got that. And then we realized, well, for some levels, French is faster, so I got that. And then once you have like that many, why don't you just pick up the rest? So anyway, I own 19 copies of Halo 2. That's right. Some of them were more expensive than others. I think I paid like 90 bucks for the Korean version. Don't ever pay $100 for Halo 2, please. If you guys are out there buying Halo 2, don't pay those crazy prices because they're not worth $100. They're worth, like, at most, $40 to $50. Some people are listing Halos for hundreds of dollars. Do not buy those. You'd legitimize those purchases and you'd run up the whole market. Don't do it. They're not worth it. They printed so many of this dang game. It was the most popular game on one of the most popular consoles. And these regions, they didn't sell super well on the foreign market. So, like, there's just thousands of perfect condition Japanese copies. They're all over the place.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet.
At a used game store, it is, Master Doctor. If you're buying a used English, they're like $7 max. I'm talking about importing a custom English, custom language.
Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich,
Gotta put the disc and frame it. Yeah, I should save the controller and the disc, right? When I retire. I mean, I've had most of my console stuff for like 20 years at this point. I think it's just gonna come with me to my grave. Bury me with it.
Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergiedeckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut. Sie dürfen gehen.
20 years no stick drift. Oh, I have a controller graveyard. I've got like 10 controllers in a pile in a corner. Maybe, probably more. I don't know. Maybe 10. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I see about 10.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken.
Well, it's actually... I have a really long sofa. It's supposed to be an L-shaped sectional, but the L doesn't fit very good in my living room shape. So instead I have it as like a super long I instead of an L. And so I have one corner of it separated, and that's the corner where I just put like stuff. Like sometimes I just throw like my jackets there. And it turned into the controller pile because like it ended up where I was like swapping the controllers and taking their pieces, and it's a convenient spot for me for where I like have like a workbench for opening controllers, and it's just like it's just a corner. I don't know. It's just a spot where the controllers have piled up. It doesn't take up much space. They're all like I don't know. I could put them in a better receptacle because they're not in like a box. But they're not taking up much space, and I live alone. I have enough couch space without it. It's basically like just what everyone has a chair. You know, you have a chair where you throw your jacket. That's normal, right? The chair that people don't really sit in and you just throw shit on it. I swear that's normal. Let me in, man. That's correct, Var. It is normal. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Silo. You guys were making me feel weird about it, but I think it's pretty normal. It's slow, but I don't want to restart.
Oh oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Could 360 controllers have Hall effect sticks? Probably, but honestly, I'm not really into using mods. I don't even know if I think it should be allowed. I understand. Oh, I still have Envy on. Okay, I'm just cheating. I cheated, Mrs. Puff. I cheated. That's what I used to tell people, AMN. That's the literal answer I used to give people. Before I was grinding, when I was just streaming randomly here and there, I wasn't doing it very often at all. People would come in and say, "You should come back and get world record, Monopoly. When are the legendary runs? When are you gonna reclaim your record?" And I would say, it would take me more than a year of grinding. I don't think I want to do it. It would be way too much. And that's what I would tell people. And now here we are.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute
If you
Morgen
could have
frisch von
skulls on from the start, how much time would Envy
bis
save?
sie sich an die
Probably
Neuerungen
not
gewöhnt haben.
any.
Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt
Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about doing Scarab Clear on any run that's red. Now that I'm doing Armory runs, I think I'm gonna do Fast Scarab more often. So, it's already pretty viable. But yeah, it would maybe help slightly there. Other than that, like, the other levels are Arbiter levels. Outskirts would be, like, the same. I can't think of. Maybe you would you could get a slightly better sword cancel off the grunt, like with camo, if you lined it up better or something. I don't know. But overall, it would Envy wouldn't change anything. The other skulls that you would really want are Black Eye and Sputnik. Because if you could start with those two skulls, you could have Overshield and have the grenade explosion effect, and you could launch yourself through the levels way faster. So the real speedrun skulls wouldn't be Envy, it would be the explosion stuff.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hook vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300 geostationären Plattformen.
That means Mariah Carey is thawing.
Schlägt Schlachtschiffe der Allianz wie Butter. Wenn die Athen und die Malta koordiniert feuern, kommt nicht
Skull percent win. I've been thinking about doing it, Rovan.
Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein. Man erfährt wenig, aber das wird bestimmt eine große Sache.
All I want for Christmas is you.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs.
You live for winter? I'm not a fan of winter. In Seattle, it's dark and cold and rainy like all month long, or like for the next 2.5 or 3 months. We don't really get much sunlight up here in Seattle, so that kind of sucks.
Übung. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung.
Our winters aren't harsh at all, though, either. I can't really complain. It will maybe freeze like 2 or 3 times during a winter, and the ground will become really icy and the roads will become really dangerous. But, like, that's a rarity. It doesn't happen that often. Why are you guys shooting at me so much, man?
Das ist der beste Platz, Chief.
Du dich vor mir nicht verstecken.
Ziel neutralisiert. Waffenschrank geöffnet. Wie aus dem Lehrbuch.
How fast would loss of percent be? I don't know, but it does seem fun.
Oh, die verlassen die Athen.
Cortana, Lagebericht.
Die Explosion kam aus dem Innern der Athen, genau wie bei der Malta. Die Allianz muss was zurückgelassen haben. Eine Bombe.
Verdammt, dann muss hier auch eine sein. Chief, suchen Sie die.
Jerv has a video talking about it. I don't think Jerv's tried speedrunning Halo 2 Classic All Skulls on, unless he made a video within like the last week. I've been talking about doing it recently, but Jerv's never done this. Jerv doesn't do speedruns really. He does like deathless challenge runs. He's looking for consistent, safe 100%. I'm looking to do speedruns where I'm gonna grind resets and like go for a fast time. It's gonna be different. And also, Envy works differently on Classic. You're allowed to die. You can get a 6 speed run and die. Or not Envy, Iron. The Iron Skull doesn't make you have to save and quit or restart the level. The Iron Skull in Classic doesn't do anything.
Sir, Eindringlinge im Feuerkontrollzentrum. Die haben eine Bombe.
Sie zu entschärfen. Erste Echelon zu mir. Nehmt doch die Kreuzer vor. Schaltet sie nacheinander aus. Zweite Echelon. Sie die Bombe. Kümmert euch um die Träger.
It does do something, but it doesn't do anything to single player. The skull only affects co-op, and it only affects easy, normal, and heroic. It doesn't affect legendary at all, which is funny. Is it broken or is that intended? I don't know. I think it might be broken, but maybe not. So the effect of the Iron Skull is... Oh, come on. Please. Please. I can't hit it. It's broken. So what Iron does on this game is it turns easy, normal, and heroic. It makes their co-op mode the exact same as legendary. And what I mean by that is that when one player dies, it'll revert you to the last checkpoint no matter what. So that's always active on legendary when you play co-op. If either of you dies, it reverts you to the last checkpoint. So you can never respawn next to your teammate. But whenever you turn on Iron, it makes that same mechanic apply to the other 3 difficulties. It doesn't do anything to single player in this game.
Naja, der war sowieso völlig veraltet. Das hier ist ein Mark 6. Kam heute Morgen frisch von Songnam rein. Ganz cool bleiben, bis Sie sich an die Neuerungen gewöhnt haben. Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab.
Why am I doing armory now? Because I want to.
Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergiedeckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen? Wo sind denn die Laufräder?
Sein Panzer funktioniert gut. Sie dürfen gehen, mein Junge, aber nicht vergessen, immer schön langsam.
Keine Bange, ich halte ihm die Hand.
Also, Johnson, wollen Sie mir nicht endlich erzählen, wie Sie es heil nach Hause geschafft haben?
Sorry, Guns. Das ist streng geheim.
Dann eben nicht. Tja, die Justierung Ihres A2-Zielfernrohrs können Sie dann erstmal vergessen.
Mann, der hat vielleicht eine Laune. Vielleicht hat ja Lord Hood vergessen, ihm eine Einladung zu schicken. Die Erde. Hab sie seit Jahren nicht gesehen. Bei meiner Grundausbildung war das orbitale Verteidigungsnetz noch reine Theorie. Und jetzt das. Kairo ist nur eine von 300
for
Plattformen.
Halo 2 All Skulls On, you could do like a really cool launch on outskirts, for example, with the Ghost. You could just launch across the beach. I think something like that would be pretty fun. I think, I don't know, I think there's a lot of things that would be pretty cool.
Schon den ganzen Morgen treffen Schiffe ein.
Maybe I'll mess with some All Skulls On stuff routing today. That might be fun. You know what, if this run right here dies, I might switch to some All Skulls On routing. That sounds kind of fun.
Alarm, Entertruppen unterwegs. An alle, besetzt die Kampfstationen. Ich wiederhole, das ist keine Übung. Hochtüren dicht machen.
No. Alright, let's get some skulls. Let's turn on some skulls. Screw it. Which ones do I want on? I guess we gotta do I'll save that one for last. Sputnik can go no, because then... Okay, I'll do... Sputnik last because that doesn't matter. And I want... Is it just those two? Is there anything else I want? I don't necessarily need Envy. Just these two are the major ones. Have I ever tried All Skulls On speedrun? I was the first person to beat Halo 2 with all the skulls on. Get off my yard, you freaking whippersnappers. I was the first person to do each level independently, and then I was the first to do them all in one sitting. I have a playlist of me doing Lasso speedruns on my YouTube channel from 2011. You weren't even alive then. I'm gonna do a short IL grind just to try to get the skull for a second. Once I get a checkpoint, I'm gonna give up on it, but... Yo, what's up, Trunks? Why are you guys shooting at me? I actually never did submit a VHS tape. I had a few runs recorded on VHS tape, but I never did personally mail one. I knew about it. You could mail them to a couple different people over the years, but I never actually did mail. But I was a part of the community at that time. Thanks for hanging out, Silo. Yeah, the way I've told the story before, I might have made it sound like I actually mailed them myself, but I never actually did. I was, like, a part of that era, though. And I was recording them myself. I just never actually got up and mailed them. Speaking of VHS tapes, I got confirmation today that Summoning Salt is actually sending the VHS tape. He finally... So he had to like... Wow, what even just happened there? He had to wait until he got his copies before he could send them to us, and so now he's finally sending them to us. He told us he would give us like free copies. By us, I mean the research team. So I was one of the people that was like involved with helping him make the video, so he's sending us one of the copies for free. So that's cool. If you guys are wondering what VHS is I'm talking about, Summoning Salt, he does YouTube content. He makes world record history progression videos, and I helped him make one of the ones about Halo 2. It was mostly about Master Chief Collection though, it's not really about Classic, so it doesn't really talk about my runs that much, but it does talk about the glitches I found, and I did help him like document the history of the runs and stuff, so I was involved with like the making of it, so It was one of his more successful YouTube videos, so to like do a fun little limited thing, he made a VHS tape of it, and he's gonna make a VHS tape of a few of his other more successful ones as well, so that's kind of cool. And the VHS tape is finally arriving for people, which means I will be getting one soon. You can fly all the way up to here, right? Pretty sure. Did I not get up here? I thought I could get a wing up here. I can get a wing up here. Alright, let's go get the skull. The whole reason we started this level. Yeah, hopefully he's got the right address. You think that guy sent that address a pizza or something? I bet he did. I bet he's expecting me to have to go answer the door sometime soon. Hey, first of all, let's talk about who undid the damage Cody did. I did the Halo 2 run before Go Rope, and Mike Uyama, the organizer of the event, specifically told me if I have a bad run, Halo will never have another chance at GDQ. And I undid a lot of that damage of Mr. Cody. I mean, not to downplay Goat, but obviously he had a lot to do with the Halo community as well, but I think you're leaving out an important person between there. So before I did my Halo 2 GDQ run, I got rejected. And the reason they rejected my GDQ run... So the way that you have to get into a GDQ is you have to apply. It's like an application. And the first time I applied, they rejected me. And they told me the reason was because Cody Miller ran in the past, and it was terrible. And I was like, well, that's not fair. Like, I'm not him. And other people agreed with me, and they were like, yeah, that's not fair. Give him a chance. And so he actually did give me a chance. The organizer approved my run, but he said if you want to run Legendary, it's going to be the highest donation incentive of the run, of the entire marathon. And it was $100,000, which was a lot for the 2014 GDQs. But it did get met thanks to a lot of community support, and I got to run Legendary. And Mike told me, he was like, this is the last chance Halo's getting. If you have a bad run, Halo's never getting another chance. And I had a good run, and then after the run, he met me in the hallway and he said, great job, you saved Halo. And we did it, we saved Halo.
Als erstes testen wir Ihre Zieleinrichtung. Blicken Sie auf das obere Licht, bitte. Gut. Blicken Sie jetzt auf das untere Licht. In Ordnung. Blicken Sie noch einmal auf das obere Licht. Das war's. Und jetzt nochmal auf das untere. Okay. Alles in Ordnung. Moment. Ich schalte jetzt die Inhibitoren ab. Bewegen Sie sich, um ein Gefühl dafür zu kriegen. Wenn Sie fertig sind, treffen Sie mich beim Zapper. Passen Sie gut auf, denn ich erkläre das nur einmal. Hier werden Ihre wiederaufladbaren Energieschilde getestet. Die Schilde Ihres neuen Panzers sind extrem robust, sehr effizient. Bingo! Sehen Sie, die laden viel schneller wieder auf. Suchen Sie bei abfallender Schildenergie Deckung, bis sie wieder voll aufgeladen ist.
Oder er versteckt sich einfach hinter mir. Sind Sie fertig mit dem Jungen?
Yeah, my run was 6 months before his Halo 1 run. I did a Halo 2 run. Wait, what am I doing? I just started up why did I just start up Armory? I'm doing all skulls on testing. What am I doing? I did my GDQ 2014 run was what, like, made me a popular streamer. I was averaging, like, 10 to 20 viewers before GDQ, And then for the entire year after GDQ, I was averaging like 700 to like 900. I was peaking at my most viewed streams were reaching 1,000 sometimes. I was getting a ton of viewers. I spent like the whole year at like 700 viewers. That was the most viewers I've ever had playing Halo. And then Master Chief Collection came out, and I had a lot of viewers then, but the game sucked and it fell off. And then I was also, that was when college was getting most difficult for me, so I was not able to stream as much. And MCC sucked and I hated it because it didn't work. And so I kind of quit speedrunning for a while. And then I graduated college and I got a job, and I was speedrunning a little, but like not like a grind. I had a job, you know. And then eventually I left that job and now I'm streaming again. Yeah, it was AGDQ 2014. AGDQ is the winter one that happens in January before SGDQ. I did AGDQ 2014. I'm not gonna turn on all the skulls. I'm only turning on the ones I want for testing, and I think I only want these two. So we'll get to the testing real soon. I can't believe I watched an entire armory intro on accident when I meant to collect this skull. Alright, so I wanted to test Outskirts. Outskirts seems like it would be kind of fun. Do I want a plasma pistol right off the start? I can get one from the grunt at the turret. What do I want? Probably a grenade. So I want at least one plasma, 3 frags? Is that sensible? So I can use... Oh, I can get frags from the people in the holdout. Okay. So I can use my grenades to get there. Alright. What I'm doing right now, MC.
Die Sache ist dringend, Chief.
Schüttelt es ab, Marines! Absturzstelle räumen!
Wait,
Die Sache ist dringend, Chief.
Schüttelt es ab, Marines! Absturzstelle räumen! Los, los, los!
Okay, you don't get your shields back, so I don't actually want to do that grenade jump. I probably want to do the light jump. And I want to take like minimum damage on this grenade jump, is that right? Is that what I want to do? Whatever. I mean, that's fine. I have Black Eye on as well, because I'm thinking about doing not just a Sputnik run, but an All Skulls on test. Which is not exactly what you were imagining, but I want to do runs that exploit Sputnik with All Skulls on.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die
Hello?
brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
Why are you the most passive man I've ever seen? What is going on?
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans
But
bringen
what?
Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
What is going on? Am I living in Bizarro World? Sorry about the beeping. It'll go away soon.
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Vogel.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und Verstärkung in die Stadt. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
I probably want this. I don't have any plasmas. I kind of want plasma.
Ich kümmere mich drum. Chief, viel Glück.
Ich bin auf Ihrer Seite, erinnern Sie sich?
Halt tief, immer cool bleiben.
Alright, so I kind of want to just get a checkpoint right here if it'll let me. Once that phantom leaves, I should be able to get a checkpoint. Where's my checkpoint? Did I get the checkpoint? Oh, good. So one of the things I was thinking was that. And then that could even be followed by something like... Holy cow, Junkie John just tipped $120. Thank you, Junkie John. I appreciate it. Let me see if there's a comment associated with it. Missed the earn by one stream. RL got too busy, better late than never. Thank you so much, Junkie. I did finally get it. It may have taken me about a year, but I finally did it. Could you imagine if I could find a consistent lineup to survive this? Would that be faster than just driving? If I could get it fast enough? I mean, you can just almost go here as well. But that's a little bit harder to land up there, and then you're stuck there. So I think this would probably be faster if I could. I think this first launch is probably easy. If I like find a consistent setup for it, similar to like Delta Halo. And then you could just drive. I could try launching right here. Because this is like right where I want to go, right? I mean, that might not be bad. That was kind of cool. I could do that in an All Skulls on run. That'd be kind of sick.
Diese Brücke ist der direkteste Weg zum Stadtzentrum. Ich habe die Kampfgespräche der Allianz analysiert. Die sind überrascht. Verwirrt. Die haben uns hier wohl nicht erwartet. Keine Menschen. Nicht auf der Erde.
That'd be kind of cool. I don't know if that'd be fast. It looks kind of fast. I could go clip it later and time it, maybe. Alright, what about Metropolis? Actually, I want that plasma pistol I was just holding.
Ich habe die Kampfgespräche der Allianz analysiert. Ich habe die Kampfgespräche der Allianz analysiert. Die sind überrascht. Verwirrt. Die haben uns hier
Can you drop me a grenade?
Keine Menschen. Nicht auf der Erde.
No.
Verrückt, ich weiß. Das erklärt aber, warum die mit so einer kleinen Flotte kommen.
Well, that's not.
Ich habe die Kampfgespräche der Allianz analysiert. Die sind überrascht. Verwirrt.
Okay, I want to get a grenade from one of these guys. I guess I gotta do it at the end of the level.
Nicht auf der Erde.
Makes sense to me.
Ich weiß. Das erklärt aber, warum die mit so einer kleinen
I hate Sputnik.
Ich habe die Kampfgespräche der Allianz analysiert. Die sind überrascht. Verwirrt. Die haben uns hier wohl nicht erwartet. Keine Menschen. Nicht auf der Erde. Verrückt, ich weiß. Das erklärt aber, warum die mit so einer kleinen Flotte...
I might only want 2 people in here because of Sputnik. You get moved more by bullets when you have an extra person.
Durchlöchert wie ein Käse.
Das könnt ihr den ganzen Tag machen. Dem hab ich's besorgt.
Wait. Did he die? Why did he get out? Get back in.
Nur das Fahrzeug stabil halten, okay?
On your right.
Die Allianz will sich neu formieren. Verhindern Sie das.
I'm just gonna put it in reverse, Terry. Let those guys do their thing.
Oh, du steckst mit drin, Kumpel.
I don't remember. Do I have these strats for this section? I probably should not lose my overshield to start.
Den Bastard hab ich erledigt.
No! The last bullet, and we're all the way back here. Of course we are. I just wanted to bring my plasma pistol to Metropolis. That's all I wanted. I blew up these cars. Look at my health bar. I have the Black Eye Skull on, which is one of the Easter egg modifiers in this game that changes the way certain properties work. This changes shields. My shields won't recharge unless I melee an enemy to death. But it doesn't actually have to be an enemy, it's if I melee anything to death. And the breakable objects count as things, and they die, and then they break, and then I get health. My shields won't recharge otherwise. That's the only way to get health back. Show it again right here. Go watch. Boom. Extra layer. Cool. This isn't really a speedrun. I'm doing more like practice for a weird category. Speedruns are usually a little different from this. I'm going for kind of a weird niche category. No, I'm gonna die. I'm dead in this section again. I'm not gonna get through on one shot. How do I live this? Yeah, I don't have a long range weapon, I have a plasma pistol and I'm one shot. I should have got overshield. I should also stay up here. I don't have my fists in that moment, not really. Can't duke it out with the turret or a ghost. My hand just started cramping. I probably shouldn't stream too much longer tonight. I just still want to test a little bit more, but that was weird. My hand started hurting. I hate waiting. Probably the best thing to do here though. Keyboard players are jealous they can't drive the Warthog like this. Question is, I think I killed these guys. I think I don't want to. I think I... Okay. Can I get a checkpoint? They're not mad at me, are they? Did I get a checkpoint anywhere? I didn't, did I? No, I'm gonna die again. Man, it's one bullet. Okay, I did get a checkpoint. Wasn't paying attention. Thank goodness. Literally last bullet. Alright. Oh, I don't know why I split. Okay. So one of the things I wanted to try at the start of this level was... Bob.
Hey, lass den Chief vorausgehen. Mag das.
Kann losgehen.
Can I get a checkpoint like right here? I can't remember. Can I? I don't think I do get one.
War das alles? Los doch!
Das hat reingehauen.
Imagine something like that, though. I could even throw in more grenades. I could find a lineup with this for 4 grenades. I only have 3 on me right now, but if I did like...
Gut aufpassen.
Something like that's... But you could line it up and do something like that, and you can launch really far, really fast. So I could find like a line. Let's go with the line that this is on. They gonna get in that? Yeah, I'll deal with getting him in. Alright, and let's go with straight up. Where's this come down at? Okay, well that's about as close as I could get it. That's pretty good.
Halten Sie es nur ruhig, okay?
Okay, when I parked on this line, I parked the back of it. I go up to here. Here. Okay, not quite. That's close. Need to be a little bit more. I could try to find a lineup more back here, I guess. Why is this guy diving out of the way, dickhead? What if I just start from like right here? I don't want to hit that billboard though, but it'll probably be fine. Okay, we start it from there and we throw from. Let's go 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th one. How's that looking? Slightly more forward than that. 1, 2, 4. Slightly more forward. Grenade. Okay, that wasn't bad.
Mehr hast du nicht drauf? Komm schon.
Wait, 1, 2. Oh. I think it's here. You got it out. That's not what I. Okay, that was pretty good.
Vorsicht!
Did I get overshield? I don't have overshield. Okay, I've got to remember to get overshield now. But at least we got a lineup.
Okay.
Come get in. You're not gonna come get in?
Konzentration.
Kinda wish I had a plasma.
Okay, Zeit für mich.
Why'd you guys get out? I think you guys didn't. I mean, maybe I just do 2 nades.
Okay, ich hau ab.
I need him not to get out as part of the problem, though. I guess I can double nade before he, or overcharge before he gets in, right? That'll probably be fine. He didn't actually. I guess I don't need to drive over there. This way. Drive right.
Oh Mann, dreh durch!
Hear me?
Das ist ernst, Mann!
Did they really just run away? Why aren't you getting in my shit? I want to get one good launch as a proof of concept. It's really all I'm going for right now. It should be. Did the passenger get out or did he stay in? He stayed in. I feel like that should be given more oomph. Am I tripping? I might just not be getting both nades to blow up together good enough. Because that should be given a little bit more oomph. Yeah, something like that is more what I was thinking. Would that be faster in any way? No, I mean, probably could be. If I added more grenades, I could make it all the way across the bridge. If I did 4 grenades, I could. But then the problem becomes that's just way too inconsistent. I don't know. Maybe I try to line that up with 4 or 5 grenades with like a beam rifle, and you can do a type of grenade stack where you jump, you throw a plasma, you throw 2. So I guess you start out with an overcharge. So you overcharge, you jump, you throw a plasma, then you throw 2 frags, then you come down, you overcharge again, you throw 2 grenades, and you combine all of those, and you can get some insane launches. But I need a plasma. Maybe I want to do that. It's probably faster to just play through Metropolis and then come backwards, right? Oh, but then my Marines are gonna be dead. No, I'm gonna have to play through Outskirts again. Alright, well at least I guess I don't even need to be on Legendary, I'll just do easy. I was wanting to test feasibility for Legendary strats as well, but I'll just do easy.
Chief, wir haben was zu erledigen.
Schüttelt es ab, Marines.
Okay, what do I want? I want a beam rifle. The easiest beam rifle to get, guaranteed. I mean, though. I wanted. I guess I'll just get beam rifle. Sword. There's a beam rifle down here, right? I know there's the human sniper there. Isn't there like a beam rifle on him? Am I tripping? Isn't there a beam rifle here?
Sergeant, ich brauche Sie auf dem Flug.
Ma'am?
Meine Pelicans bringen Rüstung und
Okay,
Verstärkung.
now I need grenades. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz.
Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Die brauchen tauglichen Geleitschutz. Die brauchen tauglichen
dass sie kommen konnten. Die Absturzstelle ist jenseits dieses Hotels, Chief. Hier wimmelt es von Allianz.
Alright, we got grenades. We got our weapon. Got the spooky flood music.
Unten bleiben!
Go try this again.
Truppen sind direkt unter dem Träger. Die wollen bestimmt.
I got the checkpoint, right? No, I was after I threw my grenade. I'm going back for it. I want my grenade back.
Diese Brücke ist der direkteste Weg zum Stadtzentrum.
Die können doch nicht. Sir?
Auf geht's! Los! Hey, wir klären es jederzeit. Du weißt, wo du mich findest, Kumpel. Keine Bange, ich fahre. Ah! Hey, nicht doch so. Hey, da ist noch einer. Juhu!
Ja, ja, weiter so.
I get a checkpoint like right here. I want a checkpoint, please.
Je mehr, desto lustiger, Sir.
Did we clear out all the grunts up here?
Da ist ein Ghost. Los, drücken Sie auf die Tube. Bei Ihnen sieht das total leicht aus, Sir.
Just gonna eyeball it.
Deckung!
See how fast that was? That wasn't even, that was with one less grenade than I could throw as well.
Der direkteste Weg zum Stadtzentrum.
Alright, let's go try that on Metropolis. But I still do want that grenade. I need these guys to give me a grenade.
Diese Brücke ist der direkteste Weg zum Stadtzentrum.
Ich bin auf Ihrer Seite. Erinnern Sie sich?
Thank you. Alright. Let's get
Schluss mit dem Tratsch, wir stecken in Schwierigkeiten.
Chief, vom Träger sind gerade jede Menge Kapseln gestartet. Die nehmen Kurs auf uns.
Okay.
Dieser Tunnel führt zur Brücke. Überall Rampen. Trotzdem besser als Schwimmen. Ich habe die Kampfgespräche der Allianz analysiert. Die sind überrascht. Verwirrt. Sie haben uns hier wohl nicht erwartet. Keine Menschen. Nicht auf der Erde. Verrückt, ich weiß. Das erklärt aber, warum wir mit so einer kleinen Flotte kommen. Will sich neu formieren. Verhindern Sie das.
Alright, let's do a quick proof of concept launch. I might try to do one with a check. I don't know, it is pretty close to the beginning to do one without. I guess I don't like it. It's probably fine. Alright.
Der Chief geht voraus.
I wish I could get a checkpoint.
Feindliche Ghosts.
Okay, that's not it. Wanna...
Was? Noch mehr von denen? Granate!
Yeah, that wasn't far off.
Formiert euch hinter dem Chief.
Hey!
Halten Sie es nur ruhig, okay? Kann losgehen.
Let me double check my line. If I stand directly on this thing where I'm like way forward. Okay, so that's too far forward. I stand on...
Der Chief ist an der Spitze. Passt auf die Kleine. Ganz ruhig. Gib uns
That's
Deckung.
slightly more forward than I've been parking, I think. Let's...
Ich bin drin.
I'm sure we're just gonna be consistent. So throw it again from the same spot. Should slightly.
Au, das hat reingehauen.
Marines, folgt dem Chief.
Hey.
Ich hätte nie gedacht, dass ich mal einen zu sehen kriege.
Ich bin da, wir können los.
Aufpassen! Feindkontakt.
Not quite far enough back. I don't think did I even go get overshield either? Might not.
Ich bin drin. Auf geht's.
Get back in. That was close. I think my timing was slightly off, but the grouping looks pretty good. Let's just pull all the way. You know what? Oops, let's just see where that goes. That's gonna be good, right?
Habt ihr das gesehen?
Let's try this time. That's not right. I'm supposed to jump on the plot. Wait, that did work. Do I not jump? That's too.
Das also ist ein Spark, ja?
Überraschung, Überraschung. Okay, bitte.
There we go. That's what. Look at that.
Okay, Zeit für mich abzuhauen.
No.
Sie ihren verdammten Job. Aufpassen!
I got it. Oh, one dude.
Vorsicht!
Why can't I get it? You'll know when I get it because I'll move really fast and I'll go the direction I want to go. That one I got was pretty good, but I bonked.
Tja, das heißt...
Don't get out. Man, that was a close one.
Hey, Alter!
Come on, that one felt like it was gonna be it.
Hey! Tja, das...
Did he die to fall damage or did I get that snipe? Couldn't tell. Can I delay this chip?
Hey, lass den Ski vorausgehen. Er mag das.
Halten Sie es nur ruhig, okay?
Ich bin drin.
Come
Ich glaube, Ihre
on.
Deckung sitzt zu eng. Marines, folgt dem Jeep!
Ganz ruhig, ich gebe uns Deckung.
Okay, wirft
I think maybe I am some dump pump. I think the plasma's blowing up too.
Der Chief ist an der Spitze. Passt auf die Flanken auf.
Kann losgehen.
Aufpassen! Deckung!
They got out. That seemed like a pretty good explosion though.
Formiert euch hinter dem Chief.
Ich bin da, wir können los.
Why are these not? It felt good. I haven't done the style of launch in quite a while. It definitely takes some skill. Once I get better at it, it'll be more consistent. I don't have the timing down pat right now. Okay, well that nade definitely bounced too far. Let's...
Aufpassen!
I just want one good one for proof of concept. That's all I want before the stream's over.
Gehen Sie vor, Sir. Wir alle folgen.
Unfortunately, you don't launch as far with only one person in. So when that rocket guy like runs down the bridge, it's dead already. I did hit him there. That was sick. That was a pretty sick snipe.
Schickes Fahrzeug.
How did he get stuck? Oh, she got out and took the grenade. Cool. Or did it land right on her? Where'd the plasma land? Okay, let me double check my grenades. I don't even know where the Warthog went. Disintegrated. But, I mean, that seemed good.
Hey, wie läuft's denn so?
Okay, there we go. Let's go. That's what we want. Something like that. Imagine doing that. and surviving somehow. Good. I'm gonna launch for a couple more minutes and then I'll end stream. This is a fun little session. Nothing too serious, just some fun little launching.
Ich bin da, wir können los. Okay, ganz cool bleiben.
Why'd you get out? That was a good one. Is it really possible to launch the whole bridge? Yeah, technically. You need a really horizontal launch though, you can't go too high.
Marines, folgt dem Chief.
I want one more powerful forward one, I think. It is also midnight. I said I was gonna stop at midnight.
Der Chief ist an der Spitze, passt auf die Plattform.
This will be my last one. I said I was gonna stop at midnight. I should stop. Okay, now, wait, are you coming? He's gonna get... Why you guys get out? I got a good grenade pile too. Oh, I almost survived that. That would have been insane. Alright, one more.
Der Chief geht voraus.
No.
Was machen Sie denn, Chief?
Alright, we'll call it quits. I'll save this checkpoint. I might try to do some more launching tomorrow, but it's late. I didn't do much stream tonight, but we got in some fun stuff. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow morning. Maybe tomorrow afternoon. I don't know. I wasn't very motivated this morning. Hopefully I feel more motivated tomorrow. See you guys.